Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Rob and I am on a weight loss fitness gain mission, including exercising, eating healthier and using Mounjaro as a GLP-1 medication to support me with my weight loss. Right now we're at the very end of week 34 since starting using Mounjaro, and it's Friday, which is a bit of a weird day for me to start filming, I know, because I tend to try and do a week from a Saturday. So the start of the week was very busy, and if I'm honest, there wasn't much to report. Still on that 10 milligram, having taken my injection in my abdomen last Saturday. Suppression's good, side effects low, nothing to really report. So I was like, let's just not have days and days of me going, oh, everything's okay, nothing to report. So I thought to myself, oh, I'll start filming on Thursday, because I had a few things I wanted to start of this video with, but then our dog was unwell yesterday, which resulted in a trip to the vets and him having to have some bloods and be checked over, and we've now got some medication for him. So in all honesty, yesterday, just priorities were other things. So I thought we could just spend a weekend together. As I say, today is Friday. I am working today, but then I'm off for the weekend. I've got a few things that I need to do, a few things to catch up on, and my husband Dave is away for the whole weekend. He has gone with his friend and they've got a weekend, they've got a cheap weekend of sunshine and all-inclusive buffets, leaving me here to fend for myself, which is absolutely fine. I'm not jealous. When he's looking forward to 20 degrees, and here this morning I had to defrost the car. Not only do I usually start filming on a Saturday, because I kind of weigh in and take my shots on a Saturday, so I tend to start that new week there, but next weekend, Dave and I are both away together, and so I want to bring my injections forward by a day. So I'm going to take it today, which would have been 6 days since the last time I took one, and then do the same next week. So then I can take my injections on Thursday, and then we're away Friday through till Sunday or Monday, and it means that I'll have the Mounjaro in my system. I'll have hopefully have those benefits, which is okay. In the guidance it says 7 days, but you can move it a day or two, provided there's at least 3 days in between. Now I'm not going to start taking it every 4 days, because I think you're just probably tempting fate, and I would probably end up constipated or having more adverse side effects. But also, this is expensive enough using it every 7 days. Using it every 4 days, that is pricey. So but yeah, 6 days is okay. That's the plan. I am down to my last official dose on this 10 milligram pen, so I'm going to take that today. The other thing then means that next week on Thursday I'm here at home, and so I've got spare needle tips. I've also got some of the insulin needle syringes, so that if this pen did not enable me just to do the twist method and break it, then get that 5th dose, that golden dose out, then I can do the other method to extract it from using a needle from here, and then do it that way. So I was going to say that this is the first task of the day. Well, I have already been to spin this morning, so I'm feeling good setting up for the weekend of being healthy. If Dave was going away for the weekend to an all-inclusive, and I knew he was going to be enjoying food and drinks galore, in the past I would be like, wow, I'm going to have all the takeaways, I'm going to have all the chocolate, I'm going to be in Tesco's every day buying bags of crisps, and just take it as an excuse to be an absolute gluttonous pig. I'll be honest. And yet this weekend, feeling so different about it. Part of that is mindset, because I am in that mindset of being healthy, being fitter, and knowing that I feel better for it. But I'm certain the Mounjaro helps. Now I have already thought about a little meal plan for the weekend, so I'm going to go shopping a bit later, maybe get a few nicer bits to have a few treats over the weekend, but hopefully still within a kind of a calorie range, still in a kind of healthier way. So now for the last 2 weeks I have taken my shot in my stomach around my belly button, and I've mentioned that in the last 2 videos. So there's lots of detail in that about why I decided to change up my injection site, having before that been a regular thigh guy. But again, the last week has gone really well. I felt like the 10 milligram, which I've been on now for, is this the end of my 3rd 10 milligram pen? Maybe my 4th pen?
It's been 84 years.
I don't know. But it's been quite a long time, and yet I'm still feeling good benefits from it right now. Now, I do feel the needle going into my belly more than I do in my thighs. So none of it's pleasurable. I'd be quite worried if I was saying it was pleasurable. But it is for me more noticeable when I inject it into my stomach, as that's got a little scratch, a little pinch as the needle goes in. Whereas in my thighs, there have been many a week when I've kind of had to check and make sure I have put it in and it's not just sat on the surface. But that aside, given the last 2 weeks, given the fact that I've been on this dose for such a long time, yeah, it's worked really well. And so I'm going to continue for the time being. So either I've miscounted or I've missed a dose, which I don't think, because I do have a reminder on my phone to remind me to take it weekly. Yeah, ignore what I said about the next one being a 5th dose, because very clearly I've just taken the shot and I've clearly got one more left in here before that 5th dose. So that was only my 3rd dose I've taken from this pen. I'm just a bit confused because I'd really convinced myself that this was the last one of this pen. So, also, weirdly, that time, the needle going into my left hand lower stomach did not hurt or feel it at all. No, I definitely took it. I'm like, did I take it? Have I just imagined it? But no, I did definitely just take it. I'm starting to question reality. So Friday at lunchtime, just got half a day left before it's a weekend, and I decided I'd treat myself. So I've come out. I am still going to get something for lunch when I get back as well, and I'll come on to why I feel the need to put that disclaimer in. But I had a notification that this had been released, and I thought I'd come and treat myself. So this is the new Starbucks iced lavender latte. Now, lavender's a funny one because up until the last year, I would have probably said that lavender was like the smell of old ladies and those little packets that you'd put in your drawers to keep clothes fresh back in the olden days. But in the last year, I've had like some delicious lavender ice cream. We got some very good lavender honey. And so when I had this pushed to me, I was like, yeah, I need to go and try that. Quite a lot of the Starbucks drinks in recent times I've not been that interested in. And yes, you could, if you're very strict, be like, oh, that's a waste of money, that's a waste of calories, blah, blah, blah. But life is still for living. And if Dave can go to an all-inclusive and have some sunshine, well, I can sit in my car, in a lay-by, drinking this iced drink. And yes, iced, because the sun is out. It's not very warm outside, but in the car, with my sunglasses on, I'm just deluding myself, okay? Just play along with the delusions. Okay, so I'm going to say that it's nice. I feel like the flavour of the oat milk, which is what it's made with as standard, is coming through more than the lavender. The lavender is very subtle. However, I feel like it's a bit indulgent, just enjoying something nice on a Friday as we approach the weekend. Plus, I am feeling in a particularly good mood, not only because of the good weather, but also I've had a lot of compliments today and people commenting positively on my weight loss and stuff. So I had two separate people at different times at spin this morning who commented that you could really see that I'd lost a bit of weight and how well I seem to be going. Now I've not announced to a class I'm on a weight loss journey or whatever. But I think it's fairly obvious by now that I'm obviously there trying to lose weight and get fitter and healthier. So two people separately who made comments today, and then I put up an Insta story this morning, and again people commenting being like, "Oh, you look really good. You look really healthy. Well done." So yeah, just feeling nicely topped up. So shall we go and spoil that by reading some arsehole comments? So the last video that I posted had lots of comments, lots of likes, lots of engagement, and thank you all for anyone who likes or comments or just for watching the video all the way through. I'm really grateful that you're spending your time watching these videos, and appreciate it if you do leave comments, and always try and get back to you and respond, even if it takes me a little while. But this comment, this one, wow. So this comment said, I've given a thumbs down because from what you have shown on camera, you are dangerously / stupidly low in calories. No wonder you are tired. So I have responded in the comments and said, like, first of all, nothing about the last video I put up was a what I eat in a day. I do show some of the things that I'm having throughout the day and throughout the week if I think they are particularly relevant or interesting or like new things that I'm trying. But I definitely wasn't suggesting that last week what I showed on during the weekly vlog, which I think was like 3 meals and a few lunches or snacks, accounts to everything that I ate in the day. And I probably thought that would be fairly obvious, but seemingly I need to put that disclaimer. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking you're going to see every single thing that I put in my mouth, sorry, no. Like, I think occasionally I will do like a what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week in detail. But I find that quite repetitive and quite boring. And a lot of the time, you know, the food is not that exciting. So if that comment was left from a position of concern or care, I think it's easy to write things and it to come across in the wrong way. So I did say, like, if you were meaning for this to be supportive, or to share your concerns, you know, I feel like the tone was quite off. However, no, seemingly dangerous and dangerously / stupidly low. I also feel like I found that comment particularly, like, rude, because I thought, well, hang on a second, like, I was complaining about being tired because of, like, the bullshit meetings and long days at work. And if you watch the video, I definitely make reference to the fact I'm exercising a lot as well. So, yeah. Anyway, not gonna dwell. I did and about saying anything or not saying anything. I felt like I just needed to get it out of my system. So there we go. So meeting's all done. I've logged off. We've made it to another weekend. Thank God. But the sun is still shining. I feel so happy about it. I feel so happy that I'm now going to go shopping. But look, let me just turn you around. Look at this blue sky, the sea just here. I would quite like to go for a dip actually, but it is still going to be very cold in the water. And with Dave not here, I'm not going to be irresponsible and go on my own. But instead, I'm going to head over to town. I'm going to go to Marks and Spencer's, I think, and get a few things for food over the weekend. Because, you know, I do eat sometimes. God, I feel like I'm really hung up on that. I'm not. I'm just joking. Please. But yeah, I want to get some nice bits. I figure, you know, I'll have a nice weekend. I'll do bits that I want to do, and some. I'll do the bits at home that I want to do, and I would be happy that Dave right now is in that like 19, 20 degrees. Every time I say it, I sound less convincing, don't I? But my plans for the weekend. So tomorrow, Saturday, going to weigh in, see how this week has gone. I am going to hopefully get to Parkrun in the morning. I'm going to catch up with some friends at some point, and I have got a lot of editing backlog to do on my other channel with our Florida trips and stuff. So I haven't taken my latest Mounjaro injection this morning. I am still feeling good. Have no issues, no immediate side effects I'm noticing. So I hope that we are on for another good week ahead, another week of making good food choices, another week of getting exercise, improving my fitness, and just having a nice time whilst doing it, I suppose. So, cheers. Now I ended up going to M&S and Tesco's. So in M&S I got some chili chicken ramen, obviously, nice and easy. I got a couple of packets, small packets of Percy Pigs. This is for the car journey at the end of the week, next week, when Dave and I are both going away on a little weekend away. Love a skier, and we've had the baked apples one before, and it's so good. And it is high protein, low sugar, and fat free. So as an alternative to yogurt, with skier. And then I picked up, this is what I actually went to M&S for, because I saw this, somebody had shared this on Instagram, and it looked like a piece of me. So this is the ultra thin spicy chicken arrabbiata pizza. So it's not huge, but it serves one. So this with some salad is going to be delicious. Will I have it tonight? Will I have it tomorrow? To be decided. And I also got some green goddess salad, because healthy. Would have rather had chips. And at Tesco's I picked up some reduced edamame beans with chilli salt for a little snackette. I have got this yo, which is I think yo sushi, is it? Chicken and sweet pepper poke. So I'll probably have that for my lunch tomorrow. And this was in the premium meal deal, so that was alternative to sandwiches. Dave had this here the other day, and I was quite jealous. And I thought, at the weekend, I'm going to get that for myself. Happy days. To go with that, I got, as part of the meal deal, I also got a sugar-free Red Bull. Not healthy, but is what I fancied when I was looking. And as a side, I got the mini sushi, which is the hoisin duck and some cucumber rolls. So just a little snack for the weekend at some point. Is it a Rob shopping haul if I don't get at least one thing that's Itsu? And these chicken soup dumplings are delicious. They're one of my favourite of the Itsu things, and I can't find them in many stores. So I saw these, got 2 packets. They weren't even on offer, I don't think. So lucky Dave's not here. Well, the cat's away. And then I'd seen these advertised to me on Instagram as well. The Little Moon's cinnamon bun. So these are ice cream in that soft rice dough. Delicious. Not had these ones before. They are limited edition. And so I got these just as a little something to have in the freezer. I want a little something sweet rather than constantly reaching for the yogurts. And yes, I got 2. Right, now figure out where everything goes and what I'm going to have for my dinner this evening. So maybe have tonight's dinner, not something I got from M&S, but this is a pulled pork and Mexican rice dish with a side salad and a little bit of salad cream. For the calorie minded, this is just around the 750 mark. And I've also got those edamame beans that I'm going to have in a bit as well. So all in all, dinner is probably about 850 calories, which leaves me plenty this evening to either have a couple of those Little Moons or skier, or maybe both. So I'm just about to run out the door to get to Park Run because I'm really cutting it fine. But if I don't say now, then I will almost certainly forget. So I've weighed in this morning already, and I have lost another 3 pounds in the past 7 days. So 2 weeks of taking my Mounjaro in my stomach, my abdomen, as opposed to my thigh, has seen a 7 pound weight loss. Haven't changed the medication dosage, haven't changed the strength, haven't done anything else. My exercise has been consistent as it was before. My diet has been the same as it was before. 7 pounds just from that extra bit of suppression, and that probably just that little bit less unconscious, subconscious, not unconscious, subconscious like snacking or eating slightly less. So yeah, 7 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm very happy with that at this point in my weight loss efforts. As I start now on week 35, since first taking Mounjaro, I have lost a total of 94 pounds. Plus all the holidays and Christmas and everything else, so 94 pounds. Very happy. Very, very happy with that. So, let's see if I still feel happy in an hour's time. Okay, so I've done Park Run, my fastest 5k yet. And I say yet, I mean, it's going to be my fastest 5k of the last 10 years since I was last had any kind of fitness about me. So I feel really good about that. And yeah, what a nice way to start the weekend. Saturday, the sky is blue, the sun is out. It is still cold, but it's March and it's moving in the right direction. At this point, having been out this morning and done parkrun, there is a small part of me that just thinks, oh well, I've done something for today, so I can just chill now, and it'll be very easy to rest my legs, to sit my bum on the sofa, catch up on YouTube, catch up on watching TV, just like mindlessly let the time go past. But actually, I want to be productive today. I'm going to go and get myself ready, going to tackle some housework, just get things done. I also have on my list for this weekend to look into Vinted. Vinted's nothing new, I know, but we've never used it for like buying or selling. I have downloaded the app, and whilst there's a lot of my clothes that I have taken to charity shops or charity bins, there's stuff now that I could actually pass on that is like in better condition, or kind of more branded stuff, or stuff that has been less stretched out for me trying to make things fit. So I'd only consider selling on anything that like was good condition, but I was like, well, let's have a look. It might end up just being too much of a faff and too much hassle, and it might just be one thing too many, and I might just take it all to the charity shop anyway. But we'll have a look and see. But what I need to tell myself is when I go on Vinted, I'm going on there to sell things, not to buy things. Because I know already that is going to be that's going to be the temptation. So let's get ready and have a productive 1 hour. See what we can get done. Make a wish. Yes, I have had a lie down just to test the new bedding. Oh my god, it feels so good. So when I was at Tesco's yesterday, I went in wanting to get a spare set of pillows for a spare bed, but then I saw that all of the Silent Night stuff was on half price club card prices. So I filled the trolley. Oh, this feels so good. And you know, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep, so that was almost advert-like, wasn't it? Silent Night, hit me up. But I was having a little rest, and I was having a scroll on my phone, and then the email came through with my weekly parkrun results. And I'm very happy because it was another personal best. Now I knew, according to my watch, that it was my fastest 5k, but having it confirmed with a parkrun ready, and if you're not familiar with parkrun, you can do it with nothing. You can just do it for the sake of it. But you do get, when you sign up to it, you get a barcode, and then once you've completed the run, as you're going through that finisher line, they'll give you a timed chip, and then you get both of those scanned, and then you get your results come through, and you can look back over time to see your progress. So since the start of the year, when I did my first park run, I have completed 6 park runs, including today. So that's 6 in 2 months. And in that time, I've shaved off 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So I'm still slower than average. The time it takes me to get around is above average, below average, longer, but it's moving in the right direction, and it's easy kind of week to week just to kind of think, oh, okay, like last week's run, I wasn't quicker than the week before, and whilst I still did it, and you know, some weeks you're going to be quicker, it is hard to not lose a bit of motivation or feel disheartened for me. But again, it's one of those things where take a step back, look at the bigger picture. Like 3 minutes, nearly 3 minutes 15 of my time in 6 park runs in 2 months is phenomenal. And I'm fairly sure that if I continue to work on my fitness, keep on doing what I'm doing, keep on losing that fat, keep on trimming down, I'm going to see that run time come down as well. And I feel really happy about it. So I do not know how it is lunchtime already. I got very, very carried away with the cleaning upstairs. But I'm gonna have some lunch now. I picked this up yesterday as I showed you. So the chicken and sweet pepper poke bowl. And have a little break before I carry on. Now this is a single serving, just in case it wasn't apparent by its size. And it's just shy of 400 calories, including everything in there. And it's fairly high in protein. I think it's at 18 grams. So I've got everything done upstairs, apart from sorting out Vinted. I am gonna maybe do that later, maybe do it tomorrow, maybe just abandon the whole idea. I don't know. Very happy with the new bedding. Makes such a difference. I mean, I just keep lying on the bed, so I am losing time. So I thought, right, let's go out, get some fresh air, go for a walk, and hopefully wake it back up a bit, because right now I'm feeling very, very tired. I didn't sleep the greatest last night, and obviously we have done parkrun this morning, so that's what I'm chalking it up to. Not dangerously, stupidly low calories. That might be why it's only 400 calories, so just under. It's not a very big pizza, but you know what? It's going to be tasty, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to having this with a big load of salad, and then I've got some skyr, so I'll be okay. But I still haven't yet done anything with Vinted. I feel like I keep talking about it, but I'm just not doing it. And I think it's just because it feels like it's going to be a pain in the ass, to be honest. With my camera stuff, I will sell bits on eBay sometimes when I've kind of upgraded something, or if I've not used something for a long time. And that's fine, because you know it's fairly straightforward and I don't do it very often. I'm not sure about Vinted. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I can be bothered, which sounds so lazy, because you know ultimately it's clearing stuff out and potentially getting some money back. Like, not expecting to get a lot of money back, but some of the bits have hardly been worn. We'll see, because I might start it and think, oh, this is easy. I think it's just, it feels like a lot of faff to like list everything, have to deal with selling stuff, packaging stuff, taking it to the post office. My step count for today is on 13.6, so pretty good. Obviously I did a fair whack of that this morning at the park run, and having done that, like getting there and back afterwards and stuff, I was around 7,000. But at least I haven't sat down all day. I'm having like doing housework. I obviously went for a walk earlier, so that's good. Now, whilst I have had good weight losses for the last few weeks, and like I say, it's gone really well, I'm very happy with how it's gone. Now we're into March, I am fully prepared for that to slow down. Not because I think the Mounjaro is suddenly gonna like stop working, but because we have like quite a bit of stuff that we're doing in March. So we are, as I mentioned, we're away next weekend. We're then back home for a few days. We're then off for another trip. We're then back for a bit. We're then off for another trip at the end of March. So lots of fun things to look forward to. And I'm going to do my best in between to be getting back on track, getting back into my routine, you know, keeping the exercise, keeping the good food choices. But I'm most definitely going to enjoy some food when we are away. Realistically, if I get to the end of March and I am the same weight as I am now at the start of March, with having been away those few times, I'm going to take that as a win. If I can lose even a few pounds over the month, fantastic. But I'm just going to be realistic and like manage my own expectations as well. So we shall see. Oh yes. Okay, that's quite a lot of salad. We'll see how that goes. So there we go, that's dinner. Very, very, very nice pizza. I enjoyed that a lot, very tasty. Slightly spicy, but not too bad. So I was able to enjoy it. I'm not concerned about it like upsetting my stomach at all, which is a risk when you're under Mounjaro and you've got that slower digestion. But yeah, I enjoyed it, but obviously that was a massive thing of salad. So, and I did eat quite a lot of a salad before I started on a pizza, because I thought, I know me, I know that I will just eat the pizza and then we'll like pick at the salad. So I was like, no, eat some salad first, get some goodness. But it did mean I've got some left. So the pizza I definitely will come back to in a bit. So have I finished the editing? No. Have I sorted out Vinted? Also no. But I have had a very nice, best part of 3 hours, a very, very slow, chilled Sunday lunch catch up with my friend. And we just sat there talking for 2.5 hours. I had a very, very tasty halloumi salad. So it was kind of a curried halloumi. It wasn't particularly spicy. And we just enjoyed sitting there and taking it easy and enjoying a bit of a slower pace on a Sunday afternoon. And I'm now back, and this one is wanting all the fuss, aren't you? So I have finally had a look on Vinted, and the clothes are going to a charity shop. Hands up if you did not see that one coming. No one. So it's now just come up to 6 p.m. on Sunday evening, and we have obviously spent the whole weekend together. This evening for dinner I'm going to have the chili chicken ramen noodles, and I'm going to get some itsu bits out of the freezer as well. Just to have a nice kind of Japanesey dinner, I think. Yeah, I mean that sounds good. My belly's been a little bit delicate this afternoon. Now, my lunch was mainly vegetables with like the tomato, the salad. So I don't really know what's caused it, but I've definitely, I've definitely had a bit of an upset stomach this afternoon. Hopefully it just clears quickly, and I am staying very hydrated, so that's not something to worry about. But I definitely do need to eat still this evening and finish off the last few bits that I've wanted to get done tidying up around the house. And then I'm on the countdown until I can get back into bed. And that's not because I'm like super malnourished and tired. It's just because my bed's really comfortable now and I just want to be in it. So, but as it's 5 to 6, it's a little bit too early still, isn't it? So alongside this chili chicken ramen that I got from M&S, I'm going to have these chicken soup dumplings. They live in the freezer section. They are Itsu branded, and not only are they so tasty, they're really easy to cook. You literally just put this whole thing in the microwave and it steams the dumplings in about 2.5 minutes, and they are delicious. And this whole pack with 6 dumplings in there is 240 calories. So this, and then this, that leaves me plenty for a little moon or two as well, because it's Sunday evening and a little treat. So whilst dinner's busy cooking away in the microwave, also just thought I'd mention, because I haven't mentioned this at all on the vlogs, but so I used to be an absolute soda Coke fiend, like Coca-Cola fiend. Now I always would go for diet because, you know, calories, but I would easily have 2 or 3 of these a day. Not so long ago, like last year before starting Mounjaro. And since starting Mounjaro, I still have the occasional can, but my pop intake, that kind of fizzy intake, has come down significantly. And I don't know if it's just because obviously the bubbles and kind of makes you feel fuller in your stomach, and it's just like not something that I'm kind of like subconsciously enjoying. I don't know. I still drink a lot, so I drink a lot of water and a lot of squash. But this can of Diet Coke, of which I've got a few in the sideboard, it went out of date just a few days ago, and I'm like, yeah, when has that ever happened? So I'm gonna have this one. I say out of date, it's gonna be best before. It's not gonna have suddenly gone off, but yeah, like soda intake, both of us would easily be getting through 30 cans a month minimum. Like every time we do a shop, we'd be getting at least one of the small boxes of cans, if not more. So that in itself has meant not only a massive cost saving, so you know, when you're thinking about the cost of Mounjaro and you're thinking, oh, that's a lot of money to spend out in one go, and yeah, you can like draw comparisons to the obvious things like takeaways, and believe me, we would have a lot of takeaways, but actually even things like this. Now, I've not replaced this with buying anything else. Even if I was buying more sugar-free squash, you know, a bottle of squash is like £1 and it easily lasts for a month, compared to £15 for a box. I don't even know how much they cost these days. Just want to mention that because not only is it my meals and my snacking that has gone down a lot in size, frequency. Dinner's ready. Not only is it those things that have gone down, but I've really have curbed that addiction. And it's not a bad one, because as much as, you know, Diet Coke is low calories, there is plenty of stuff well documented about what they do put in these and the potential health effects. So I still enjoy a can. I'm not anti-Diet Coke, but a can as an occasional treat is so much better, and I feel so much better for it compared to the previous intake. Chicken and spring onions in a hot soupy centre. They are delicious. The dumpling casing is quite thin. It's got a nice flavour, but then once you get inside, oh, they are so yummy. And these are definitely a single serving, one person, not for sharing. So it's even better that Dave's not here. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks for spending the weekend with me and following along on my Mounjaro weight loss, what I'm getting up to, and whatever ramblings in this video. As I've mentioned, we are away next weekend, so I'll either, depending how the week goes, film a little short vlog with a weigh-in, but I think I'm going to weigh in on Friday before we go. And then I'll probably weigh once we get back, just to see what damage I do over the weekend. But that is all part of it, of being able to enjoy those little times away and have a few more bits of eating out, but then when I'm at home, eating a bit better. Anyway, I want my bed. I'm rambling on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye.